Yes.
All right. So hello, everybody. I hope you're ready for some yoga. Today, I'm really excited to introduce you to Lee Singer. She's a yoga instructor slash DJ located in Munich, originally from Los Angeles. And a little bit about her before we get started. So in 2014, she received her yoga teaching certification under Hatha and Ashtanga in Rishikesh, India, and now specializes in Vinyasa flow. And Lee combines music and yoga by performing at numerous yoga events and festivals, and organizes Leela Soul Yoga events, teaching in several studios also around the Munich area in Germany. So welcome, Lee.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Perfect. So, like Elizabeth said, my name is Lee. I'm very excited to be here at your guys' hackathon, and thanks for having me. For today's session, we'll be doing a nice 30 minutes yoga flow just to help work the body, come back to our breath, to our body, allow ourselves a little bit of pause throughout the day, and just breathe. If it's your first time doing yoga, just listening to the body, listening to my cues, I'll give you guys a few different options to help work it out. Other than that, it should be nice and easy. I already pasted the music playlist in the group channel. So if you'd like to listen to it in the background, you can start pressing play in Spotify on the first song. Just make sure it's not on shuffle, because that's always crazy. And when you're ready, we'll get started coming down to your mat. So as well, I will also press the music in the background. And slowly coming down. We'll start to cross the legs, sitting nice and comfortably with the hands down to the knees, relaxing the shoulders. This is my assistant, Millie. When you're ready, start to close the eyes, dropping into your yoga session. Take a nice deep breath through the nose. And exhale, release out through the mouth. Good, nice and easy. First, starting to bring awareness to the body. Starting to come onto your mat and into your practice. Good, just allowing ourselves to practice mindfulness. The easiest way to start this is coming to our breath. So as we breathe, just start to notice, nice and easy, without any change, without any effort. As we inhale, breath flows in. And as we exhale, breath flows out. Nice and easy. Good. From here, while we breathe, just start to scan the body, moving down from the head to the toes. And quickly just asking yourselves how we're feeling at this present moment. No right or wrong answer, any sensations within the body that you can feel, start to note. Allowing yourselves to be. Good. When you're ready, next breath in, arms will rise towards the sky, breathing in, lift nice and tall, extending. And then out through the mouth, exhale, hands come down. Good. For your yoga session today, if you'd like, you can set a mini intention, allowing yourself to give your body, your practice, your 30 minutes together, a little bit of purpose or light. Good. Slowly, hands will come down to the knees. And letting the head fall forward and then roll back. We'll start to make circles through the neck, through the upper body. So eyes can be closed as you roll. Take your time, keeping the spine long, sitting tall, And shoulders away from the ears. Neck is soft. Moving with the breath. And maybe lingering and pausing on any certain areas that feel good or that are tight. And from center, we're gonna start to switch, reverse, opposite direction, roll back. Good, continue here, breathing. Seeing whether this side is more open or maybe a little bit tighter. Feel the kinks moving through the space. Nice heavy head, creating space from shoulders to ears through the neck. From center, when you make it through last round, we're gonna bring the head upright and then hands are gonna come onto the shoulders. Start to press elbows back. If you breathe into the chest, rotate, expand. Maybe squeezing elbows together, press back, nice and big. Breathing into the chest. Good, just helping from our posture throughout the day. Either from sitting, maybe on public transport or bikes. Just allowing ourselves to reconnect, sit, stand up tall. From center, reverse opposite direction, roll forward. Elbows squeeze. Expanding here, breathe. Good, and then a few more rounds. Good, feeling shoulder blades nice and open, emphasizing through the elbows. Good, next time arms are gonna come down. Inhale, arms lift, breathe it in. And then exhale again, hands heart center. We're gonna start to slowly bring the left hand out as we inhale, right arm rises, stack through, lifting above the ear, keep the gaze and chin lifted towards the front. We're gonna switch sides. Opposite hand comes down, inhale, arm rises, lengthen through the fingertips. As you breathe into the side rib cage. One more round, switch, inhale, lift, breathe. Exhale, bend, pivoting at the hip. And then last side, breathe in, lift. Exhale, bend. Good. Back to center. Arms are gonna rise together. Inhale, lifting through, rise. Then exhale, we're gonna twist over towards the left, drop the hands, look back behind us. As you lift the chest, try to draw that back shoulder towards the back wall, twisting from the spine, breathe here. Back to center, inhale, lift. Exhale, opposite twist, falling back, rise, breathe with the breath. And one more round, inhale, lift, extend, exhale, twist. Last side, inhale, rise. And then exhale, twist. Good, back to center, we're gonna rise back up, hands come down. Then just interlacing the fingers, start to make nice figure shape eights with the wrist, with the hands. Rolling out the fingers, expand, nice and loose. Good, warming up. And then one hand at a time, we're gonna press back through the fingertips, breathe through the wrist. Pausing, pulling, extending, and then switch sides. Good. Breathe into the hand, try to expand the fingers, and then back down. From here, we're gonna set up for a tabletop. Hands are gonna come underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, spread the fingers wide, and tucking the core in so that the back is stable. We're gonna start to move into cat-cows. As you inhale, lift the chest, the chin, the gaze towards the sky. As you press through the hands and knees, point the tailbone up. Inhale to breathe into your cow. And then exhale, start to roll under. Chin to your chest. Head falls, tailbone tucks. Still pressing the ground away and belly button to your spine as you exhale the air out. Few more rounds like this, lengthening through the spine. Breathe, rise up. And then exhale back down. Good. One more round. Breathe in, lift through, rise. And exhale back to your last cat. From here, we're going to slowly sit back into a child's pose, resting the hips down towards the heels, and then fingertips walk up the mat. Resting forehead, breathe through the spine, lengthening the back, lengthening the arms, and turn it down through the hips. We'll take a few breaths here, relaxing the forehead towards the mat. So just breathing into your child's pose, knowing that you can always come back to this pose if you need. Throughout this practice, throughout this hour together, or throughout your day. If you ever need to calm yourself back down or take your breather or reset, nice and grounding, breathe through the forehead, through the body, allowing yourself to surrender. Few more breaths here, just connecting, feel the belly rising and falling above the thighs. On your next inhale, we're going to slowly roll up, stack through back to your tabletop. As you spread the fingers, tuck the toes under, and then lift the knees off the mat as you exhale. Stay here for one breath, using and activating the core. Breathe in. And exhale, press it back. We're going to come into our downward dog, pressing into the palms, shifting weight and hips towards the feet, and then pedaling out the dog or walking it out. You can start to engage one heel down as you lift the other, and then switch to the opposite. Just bending the knees nice and easy, rolling through the legs, breathing into the calves, into the toes, into the soles of the feet, as you wake up the lower half of the body. Keep the neck soft. You can shake it out and release it. You can shake it up and down. You can start to move into the shoulders as you melt the chest back, coming into a nice deep inverted V. Gaze stays towards your belly button. We're going to come to stillness in the downward dog. Breathe. Really opening up the hands, pressing into the palms. External rotation through the shoulders to melt the chest through. When you're ready, we're just going to inhale, lift the heels once, breathe. Both heels rising, and then exhale, press the heels back down, engaging the legs and melting heart back. From here, slight bend in the knees, walk the feet forward towards the hands, meeting yourself nice and easy towards the top of your mat. And keeping it bent in the knees, we're just going to start to sway side to side. So tracing the floor with the fingertips. Keep the head and shoulders heavy. Fingertips nice and light. As we move through the space, breathe through the lower back. Good, staying here, few more breaths, maybe even grabbing a hold of the elbows, allow the elbows to weigh you down even deeper. Maybe closing the eyes as you forward bend. Knees are still bent, allowing the legs to still wake up. Good. And then from center, we're just going to shake the head, release the arms out. Shake the head left to right, give yourself a no. Shake the head up and down, give yourself a yes. And then just wiggling out the arms, shake out the hands, the shoulders, upper body, release everything out and away, shake it off. Shake it off and away. Good. From here, we're gonna slowly roll up to standing as we stack the spine, tucking the tailbone under, core in, chin to your chest to stretch out, come up as slow as you can, rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae, rising through to standing. From here, we're gonna inhale, arms lift. Exhale, bend the elbows, grabbing a hold, and then bending over towards the left side. Press through the feet. Try to keep the chin lifted, pressing back, opening the shoulders. And then back to center, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend other side. Good, nice big open shoulders. Inhale, back to center. We're gonna release the elbows, drop back for a cactus as we bend elbows away from the ears, shoulders away, chest and chin lift, head falls back. And try to tuck the tailbone under, keep the ribs in, press down through the feet, and then inhale, rise back up, breathe in. Exhale, hands down, heart center. Good, and then down by your side, Tadasana. Good, so we're gonna add in a few quick flows coming towards the front of your mat, making sure feet are stacked underneath the hips. Press down all four corners of the feet, roll the shoulders back, spread the fingers wide, and then tucking the tailbone under so that the ribs stay in, core is engaged. We're standing nice and strong in our mountain pose. Center of the chest, the sternum is lifted nice and high. When you're ready, we're gonna inhale, lift the arms up, breathe. And then exhale, fold forward, either prayer hands down the center or swan diving, coming out and wide. You're gonna fold forward. Maybe knees are bending, maybe legs are straight, but we're gonna try to shift the hips forward so that they're stacked above the ankles. Inhale for a flat back rise, chest above the navel, arms stay active, neck long, gazes towards the floor. Then we're gonna exhale, fold back down, breathe through the legs. Bending the knees, step the left foot back for your runner's lunge. So all the way back, press through. And then as you engage the palms, start to step the right foot back as well. Plank position, feet are stacked with the hips. Heels are above the soles of the feet. And as you press into the hands, hands underneath the shoulders, engage the core to lift the hips slightly above the body. We're gonna inhale, shift forward, lifting the heels. Start to lower the knees down, coming through for assisted chaturanga. Elbows bend towards the sides, chest and chin come down. Start to lower through. As you inhale, breathe, lift up for a cobra. So you lengthen through the back, through the legs, point the toes, and zip the feet together, relaxing the butt. Elbows stay close and shoulders are away from the ears. Breathe into the belly, into the back bend. Neck stays soft. Gaze is forward. As you press into the palms, sit back for a quick child's pose. Releasing hips down. And then tucking the toes under. Lift the knees up, press back for your downward dog. Good, so taking 2 breaths here, breathing in, find stillness, allow yourself to settle. 1 more breath, breathe it in, relax the neck, and exhale, melt the chest through. Good, next inhale, lift the heels, look up at the hands as you bend the knees. Use the core to bring the left knee into the chest. Step the foot forward in between the palms. And then right foot comes to meet it, stepping all the way to the front of the mat. Plant it down, forward bending. Inhale for your flat back rise. Breathe, extend, core engaged. Exhale, melt back down. Breathe into the legs, remembering to shift the weight forward, hips stay high, and stack. Inhale, lift to reverse swan, starts to rise with the flat back standing. Breathe it in. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, hands come down, heart center, down by your side, Tadasana. Good, 1 more round. We're gonna inhale, lift through, breathe. Exhale, fold forward, come down. Inhale, flat back rise, breathe it in. Then exhale, melt back down. Bend the knees, step the right foot back, runner's lunge. Good, left foot comes back for your plank. From here, inhale, shift forward. Either drop the knees or lower down for your full chaturanga. Elbows squeeze down the side, stay close. As you inhale, lift cobra or walk the hands back towards the first rib. Start to lift yourself up for the upward dog. Broaden the shoulders, widening, lengthening the spine here. Press into the palms, hands underneath the shoulders, staff. Breathe in, gazing forward. And then exhale, press back straight to your downward dog, or always add the child's pose if you need in between. Take 2 breaths here again. Inhaling, breathe. Exhaling out. Last one, breathe in. Exhale out. Next, inhale, right foot is going to lift. We're going to slowly step it through in between the hands, landing softly back into the low lunge. And then back knee can start to plant, bending the knee down, make sure it's comfortable. You can always double wrap the mat if you need, or put a nice bolster underneath. We're going to slowly just bring the arms up, come into a crescent. Hands can clap together to back bend here. Breathe, reach back. Good, hands come back down, nice and easy. Press through the palms, lift the right leg back to your downward dog. And then we're gonna switch sides. Inhale, left foot rises, breathe. Exhale, bend the knee into the chest as you squeeze, crunch down, flex that left heel, press it forward. You can always use the opposite hand to help press through too. Plant the back knee, rise up, breathe in, crescent pose, front knee stays bent, nice and deep. Arms lift as you back bend, extend. Ribs in, core nice and tight, tailbone under. You're gonna press back down, release, find the floor controlled movement. Lift through the back knee, left foot steps back, downward dog. Take a breath here, breathing. And exhale, release. Good. When you're ready, bending the knees, come back down for your child's pose and resting the hips back, resting forehead down. Take a breath here, breathe, settle. And exhale, let it go. Maybe making this passive, elbows can drop. Good, and then slowly coming up, rise towards your heels, stacking the spine. From here, we're gonna bring the legs forward so you can roll over to your side. Extend legs in front. And coming to the middle of your mat, make sure that there's space behind you to lay. We're gonna first move the flesh from the sides of our thumbs and sit nice and tall. Stack pose, bring the hands behind us. Try to relax the shoulders down, slight bend in the elbows, maybe pressing into fingertips. We're just gonna take one breath here, activating the core. Inhale, breathe. Exhale, release. Good. Stay here, heels are flexed, sitting tall. We're gonna inhale, bring the arms up. Then we're gonna exhale, lower down, lengthening with a flat back. Extend the lower back, land. Hands can come towards the sides of the legs or feet or big toes. As you fold forward, allowing yourself to come down. Good. Emphasizing length in the legs and the spine versus coming down. Take a few more breaths here. And then slowly rising back up, breathe in. Exhale, hands come back down. Good, and then we're gonna come all the way down onto our back. Engaging the heels, hands come forward. Again, stacking the spine, use the core, chest is lifted. We're gonna roll back all the way, landing as slow as you can. So keep everything flexed. Come down slowly. Start to land, shoulders up on the head. As you hug the knees into the chest, give yourself a squeeze. Lift the legs up for a quick passive inversion, legs up the wall, just imagining blood flow circulating down to the legs. Good, and then bending the knees down, touching the backs of the heels, keeping knees, ankles stacked with the hips. We're gonna start to lift up for a bridge back bend. As you press through the heels, lift the hips, tuck the tailbone under. Nice and quick, maybe even roll the shoulders underneath. Interlace the fingers, press through using the insides of the thighs, tucking tailbone under. Breathe into the core, knees stay pointed, forward, not rolling out. Good. And then slowly start to release. Let the arms fall out. Roll the bum down and knees back into the chest. Good. Rocking from side to side. Release the lower back. And then coming into a twist. Slowly let the legs fall out to the left as you extend that right arm out, palms facing up. Either T-shape or cactus. As you look over towards that right side, keep the right shoulder grounded. Coming into your final twist, breathe here. Good. And slowly come back to center. Knees come in. Start to switch sides. Knees fall out to the right. Extend that left arm out. Good. And grounding through the left shoulder. Palm is facing up. Maybe closing the eyes. Breathe into the mind. Stay here for a couple of breaths. Allow the body to soften. Good. Come back to center. We're gonna hug the knees back in. Lift the shoulders and the head as you squeeze the body. Give yourself a big, big hug as you squeeze the face, the arms, the legs, squeeze everything you have. Squeeze it all in and tense. Tense as hard as you can. And then we're gonna exhale, let it go. Start to extend the legs out. Legs fall off to the sides, toes point out. Arms can come off the mat, palms facing up or on the body. If you need any socks or sweaters or props at home, feel free to add it in as well. Rolling the shoulders down, keep the neck long, head is heavy. When you're ready, we'll take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Inhaling. And exhale, release out through the mouth. Good, just closing the practice here. Last few minutes of class. Finding a bit of stillness in your final. Allowing yourself to breathe. Come back to stillness. And just feeling the space. When you're ready, you'll start to deepen the breath. Slowly come back. Feel the body. And then wiggling the fingers, the toes, start to feel the skin. Start to feel the space. Next inhale can extend the arms up and over towards the back wall. Breathe it in and extend, lengthening here. And exhale, rolling over to your favorite side. And just pausing here for one breath in fetal position, giving yourself a fresh new breath of air, allowing yourself to reset for your day. When you're ready, using the opposite hand, start to press yourself up to a seated position, sitting nice and tall. Good. When you make it towards the front of your mat, keeping the eyes closed, hands can come down to the knees, relax the shoulders. We'll take one breath in together, inhaling, arms will lift towards the sky. Breathe it all in. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, hands come down, heart center. Good. Pausing here in our namaste, just reminding yourself of our intention that we set. We'll start to bow our foreheads down. I thank you all for coming to your mat today, sharing your practice with me and allowing me to guide you. May we all be well, safe, happy, stay strong. Namaste. Thank you, everyone.